Hi, my name is Erin Kuntz, and today we are going to be talking about MLA citations. If you'd like more of an overview on how to cite an MLA before we get started, I suggest my video on MLA basics, which I will link below. Today we are going to be talking about 3 different issues regarding in-text citations. First, we will take a look at how to cite some common sources. Secondly, we will take a look at the difference between quoting and paraphrasing. And finally, we will look at some special circumstances, such as when you are citing a source within a source, using block quotes, or citing multiple authors. Alright, let's get started. Let's begin by talking about some common sources that writers use frequently, like books, articles, and websites. The traditional way to cite in MLA format is by using the author's last name and page number. For most books and articles, you will have both the author's last name and page number, so you can follow this format for most of the sources. However, in some sources like a website, you won't have a named author. In these cases, you can put the web page in quotation marks in your citation and omit the page number if it does not exist. Next, let's discuss quoting versus paraphrasing. You quote material when you want to borrow the exact language from an author, as you see here. However, sometimes you may want to borrow an idea but not use the exact language. In these cases, you paraphrase, otherwise known as putting things in your own words. You still use a classic citation, but you can omit the quotation marks since you're not using exact language from the author. Finally, let's look at some special circumstances when citing an MLA, such as using indirect sources, block quotes, or multiple authors. Sometimes when you are doing research, you will come across a quotation that you want to use, but it isn't actually said by the author of the paper in which you are reading. This is really quite common because academics are citing and quoting each other all the time. In these cases, you will clarify who originally said the quotation in the signal phrase, and then you will write out the author's last name of the paper you are reading in the in-text citation. Whoever is in the in-text citation should correspond with the works cited page at the end of your paper. The next example is for when you want to format a quotation that is over 4 lines. In these cases, you take the quotation and set it aside in a block quote, which is indented once over and places the in-text citation outside of the final period. Our final example looks at citing multiple authors. In MLA, when you need to cite 2 authors, you write both last names separated by the written word "and." If you need to cite 3 or more authors, you write the first last name followed by "et al." Thank you for joining me today to talk about in-text citations in MLA format. As always, when writing, I suggest having an updated MLA manual beside you, or you can use a consistent and reliable website that's updated, such as OWL at Purdue. Thank you again, and happy writing!